First of all, working as a scientist first and now working as a minister, I would say brings several advantages to the job. First of all, my colleagues recognize that I am an expert in science, and it's the science perspective that I bring to decision making. If you look at the history of decision making and policy making in Kenya, it has historically been biased towards the politics of the day, the economics of the day, and the legalities of the day. I bring the importance of science, and so far I've had very good results. The role that science plays in decision-making in the Kenyan cabinet continues to be appreciated. For instance, if you look at the cabinet now, we're a total of 18, and 3 of us are scientists. So clearly, their leadership has shown that this is important. Let me also look at the role that science has played in our wildlife legislation, which has also been held back for 20 years. But because I came in as a scientist, and I was also able to strongly bring in conservation scientists in the country to underscore the fact that we are some of the experts in the world in the field of conservation, it has allowed us to have a new Wildlife Management and Conservation Act 2013, which is now in force. We continue to appreciate the role that science plays in legislation. The role of women in science continues to be increasingly important, particularly in development and also in the advancement of the field. I believe that we as women have a distinct perspective in science. If you look at the role that we've played in the life sciences and also in the medical sciences, we have been able to bring women's issues to bear. Look at the issue of water and sanitizing water. Women have taken a leadership in this particular role because in African communities, in the Kenyan communities, water is women's responsibility. And we've been able to push for the fact that we need portable and cleaner water. There is so much science on the shelf that we're actually not using. So from a short-term policy perspective, we look at the science that already exists in the shelf. And this is what we argue from a policy perspective that we must enact and use. There is no need to do new research in that case. But there's also so much that we don't know. So from a long-term perspective, we try to direct scientific research in this regard, so that in the long term, when a problem exists, we do have the scientific solution.